night. Now we're heading off, and Oodnadatta is the next stop. We've got someone's phone that they left here to deliver to them, so hopefully we can find the owner of that. Okay, heading to Oodnadatta. Went to Dalhousie yesterday, and we're only 520 from Alice Springs, or Finch. Yeah, oh well. Come back for them another time. We just pulled up at this bore. It's got one of the old style wind pumps still working. They're really kind of majestic looking. Got that slightly squeaky noise to it. But it is pretty cool, just in the middle of nowhere they have this, and able to pump water out of the ground, out of that artesian basin. So, how you going, Dave? The other ones that we've seen were not complete, but this one looks pretty complete. Not connected up. And it's pretty blocked up. And over here, obviously this is where they pumped it to. Pretty dry. We spent last night at Mount Dare Station, had a nice steak at the restaurant at the pub there, and a couple of beers. And this morning we got ready to go, and the motorcycle who had just left appeared he's left his phone. Dave took the phone into the bar and talked to the owners or the barman there, and they arranged with Oodnadatta to let the motorcyclist know once he got to Oodnadatta that we would bring his phone with us and leave it at Oodnadatta, unless we caught him on the trail or on the road down to Oodnadatta. So we're about 50 k's out of Oodnadatta now, and we've just caught up with the motorbike. He's got a puncture, so apparently he's had a few issues. This is another in the line of about 5 punches that he's had on this whole trip. So we're here now, and instead of changing the tyre or fixing the puncture, we're going to use the rack for the motorbike, put on Mick's full drive, and take him with us into Oodnadatta. So it's a DR650. It's had a few issues along the way, and the guy here's he's just heading back home now. So we'll travel slowly now. Probably another 300 k's to Oodnadatta, or at least probably more than that, and help someone out. That's what you do when you're out here. It must be his lucky day to have a convoy with a motorbike and a motorbike carrier ready to go to pick up this guy on the motorbike. That's all I can see. It's just like fate, potentially. I don't know. So his lucky day. We got a bit of an adventure out of it, and he won't sell me the bike for $500. So we'll see how we go. Maybe we'll try $1,000 later. We've got the wounded DR strapped to the back of the Patrol. The rack is not ideal because it's been modified for a tray type ute, so everything kind of hangs very close to the vehicle, but it just seems to fit. It's good. And then we've got a spare on the roof. That's a good test. We want to use it for the rally. So far so good. old fridge there.
Yeah, they got fridges galore. There's one here, one over there, and one inside.
An old like Kelvinator with the old pull style handle. That's pretty cool.
Full of bullet holes.
Ow! Okay, we're not going through there. So the another fridge there. Old stove. Been good. Pretty small little house. Made with, I guess, rocks and stuff from the area. But we've seen a few of these around the area. Pretty remote little houses. Is it?
West End. Export lager. That's pretty modern.
Yeah, that's an old school one. That's got to be like an 80s one.
But the top's pretty modern. When they're
Yeah.
like funny tin cans or something.
Yeah.
It's just like a normal aluminium one.
The fridges are like 60s, so you're right. So maybe probably abandoned it. 70s or something. There was, what was the earliest one we saw? 81. Was it down here? 83 there.
Yeah, so it's been abandoned for a while.
Yeah. And pretty little. Imagine living in this a house this small. Tiny.
Yeah. But you look
And
at all,
it is.
they've got all the slabs and stuff.
Yeah.
And then the concrete around the veggie garden or whatever.
Yeah. Different world. Yeah, tough life.
Stove looks solid.
Some roof sheets. Big roadhouse. 270 k's from Mount Danton. Check if we can get some supplies. I love your basket. Pepperoni? Could have been that. 2?
Yep. 1.
2. I reckon.
Get the coffee done.
Yeah, I guess. It's great to be back in reception. On the other side.
So where we camped last night is where the old Ghan railway went. So I think there's a few of these railway bridges. Okay, checking out the big railway bridge. Don't think we can walk too far along, but anyway. Built in the late 1800s. Pretty beefy. Birds down on the river. Oh yeah, we can keep going.
So 30.9 metres the bridge is. It's the largest single bridge in South Australia. And it was opened in 1892 and cost £60,000 in its day. That would have been a lot of money. But it is a decent sized bridge. And because we've had some rain, it actually shows what it needs to span, the water that it needs to span. It's huge, and you can camp here. It's pretty barren, but you know, you're next to a waterhole with a bridge and there's plenty of stuff to see, so if you're heading through, it's probably worth camping here. It's a cool old wreck here. Gee, it's definitely seen better days. There's all kinds of interesting stuff if you take your time, even along tracks like this, the Oodnadatta track, which looks like the moon most of the time, but plenty to see. So we'll keep on heading towards William Creek and stop if there's anything else interesting to see. Just driving along and we saw a burst of red on the side of the road, and it's actually these, I think they're sturt desert peas. I think it's a floral emblem of South Australia from memory, but they caught my eye as we're going past. Again, it's pretty barren country out here, so any kind of flowers is out of the ordinary. So we're just over here in William Creek, which is the next town down from Oodnadatta. I think a couple of 100 k's, maybe 250. We've got lots of quirky stuff here. This one, you can get driving lessons here apparently. This one's obviously been used. Pretty cool. Got a fire truck, fire captain. And over here is like a kind of mini museum of all kinds of stuff. We've got, you know, like old machinery, a rocket. So around here it was used for quite a lot of testing of rockets and so forth. So there's quite a few rockets. Sign, Adelaide 87, Munich 14,235 kilometres. But you can see used to power water pumps. Another old wagon, and another piece of rocket. And over here we've got some graves of the important people of the town. These were the pioneers of William Creek. This one's dedicated to a grader. We certainly appreciate those, especially today. We've had really good roads. And over here are some awesome, you know, tributes to people. A keg of beer on this one. This one's obviously a shearer. We've got a mechanic down here. And we've got another one here, another mechanic by the looks of it. Yeah, so some cool stuff. So we're out on the road from William Creek to Lake Eyre North, and we come across this marker, and we came here whenever it was 2008 or 2009 when we did our trip, and pretty tragic story about this woman who perished here, and it's in the middle of nowhere. I don't know if you can see, but it's like the moon here. And she walked about 40 kilometers from her car that was parked at the lake, actually got bogged with her partner. I assume it's her partner. The partner stayed at the car. She walked all this way, which is bloody miles, and died here. When they went and rescued, they took the car back to the troopy and found the partner alive. And they were able to just put the car in forward drive and drive out. So I think it changed a few rules about hiring camper vans and stuff. ABC Bay, not much water. And we look like the Mars rover and the first motorbike on Mars. There's some big knockers, Jules.
That's pretty silly. Can't put that on YouTube.
Wow, your eyeballs are massive. So unfortunately Lake Eyre doesn't have the water right up to the edge here. In fact, it's about 4.5 kilometers out from the car park. So a bit unfortunate, it's a long drive for no water. But we'll be back if it ever has water in it. It's pretty cool.
Good morning. We're 40 k's ish from William Creek on the side of the old Ghan railway. We've got a bridge. We've got a pretty cool camp set up on the hill there. A bit of a billabong, lots of bird life.
How you going, Dave?
Good. It's a nice little ride this morning.
We're stopped here at Coward Springs. Check out the spa. The new owners just took this place over a couple of years ago, and we came here a long time ago, and it's a lot more done up now. Got a kiddie-proof fence, so Jules is stuck. And this is the spa.
Oh yeah, no, that's
Nah,
nice.
It's not quite one. Oh yeah, that's pretty nice. Are you gonna go in?
I'm gonna stick my feet in. Come all this way.
So Dave didn't take long.
It's a bit, and it's like a spa. It's got a nice pressure there. Sandy bottom.
It's a beautiful 29 degrees.
Yeah.
It's actually much more comfortable temperature than Dalhousie, which is like 40 degrees.
Yeah, definitely.
you pay $2 entry to get into this if you're a day visitor, or I think it's $25 a night for camping.
15 per adult.
Oh, 15 per adult. Okay. They have a coffee van with dates gons and stuff, so even if you're passing through, worth a stop. And jump in here if you don't mind your water like kind of nice temperature, not too hot, then this is perfect. Yeah, anything else?
There's lots of dates.
Oh, lots of dates.
And Mick, we don't know where he is, he's lost. But we're doing all we can to find him.
Oh, I think I can relax a bit more to find Mick. Can you guys do on the radio and ask Mick where he is? These guys don't want to come in.
And Mick would love it.
Yeah, Mick would love it.
Yeah.
Just down the road from Coward Springs, 4 k's off the road, is another bore. This one's, I don't know, the bubbler. Pretty rough corrugated road. We'll have a read of that later. Is it hot? Oh, it's bubbling. They're right, it's a bubbler. Is it hot? Warm. It's warm water. There was one, there you go, there's a bit of one. See that? There you go, there's another one. It does like waves of the sand through it. Oh, that's cool. Look at it, it's going nuts now. Another stop on the Oodnadatta track. This one is some random sculptures. And when I say random, I mean random. This has got like planes upright. Oh my goodness. Whoa. Birds. Wow. What on earth? Got a few friends up here on the above the wing. So I think this is about 50 k's west of Marree, and a good way to break up your trip. Worth a stop. It's just on the left hand side if you're coming from Marree. So this old part of the railway was operational till 1981, and then they opened up the new one, and basically all this was abandoned.
Pretty cool.
I think the town got a couple of, there were like a certain number of trains on there. Obviously this town's got a couple of them there. 3, there's another one there.